Hey loves, welcome back to my channel, and it's Beauty Name again, and this is a requested video on how I edit my Instagram pictures to have this particular background, the grayish effect, the gray aesthetics, using just two apps. I'm really tired of having to explain to people through my DMs, so I decided to make a video about it. So if you're not following me on Instagram and you probably don't know what I'm talking about, it's beauty_name. It's written boldly in my intro video, and so you'll be seeing what my aesthetics look like. I've really not been consistent, so if this is what you want to see, if this is what you're interested in, knowing how my background comes to play this way, then I need you to stay tuned, and please subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and like, comment, and share. Let me know if you'll be trying this out. Stay tuned, guys. So the very first step to take is to download the ColourPop app and also to download the Facetune app. But I'm going to be working with the ColourPop app first before we go into Facetune, because ColourPop is what gives me the grayish effect. So this is what happens when you open ColourPop. It loads this way, then this comes up. You don't really have to pay for it. I don't pay for the gray feature, it's totally free. So you click on ColourPop after it has fully opened, then click on allow access to all photos. Then you pick the particular picture you want to edit. So I'm going to be picking this picture of me in a scarf, a gold and brown scarf, I think. And this is a picture I'm going to be working on. I would love to crop or not to crop, but that depends on what you want. It's not totally a must you crop. So I'm just going to click on that tick button and it brings me here. So automatically when I come here, my background and everything in the picture totally becomes gray. So I click on that thing looking like T at the upper left side of the stuff. That's where I get my brush from. So I can decide to increase the size of the brush or reduce it. So what I do first is to increase the size of the brush to paint the places that are quite large before I begin to reduce. When I want to go into the corners of the picture is when I reduce the size of the brush. So for now, the size of my brush is going to be this big, and I want to make sure that I'm painting it well. You don't want to come out of the particular picture you're painting. So this is me reducing the brush because I want to go to the corners of the picture, the corners of my face. If I use the bigger brush, I'm going to make a huge mistake, which I would have to correct. So instead of doing that, I just start off with a big brush, then reduce it to a medium size, then later reduce it to like a very small size. So this is me trying to just be very careful so I don't paint my background itself, because you want the background to be gray, right? So I'm just going to be painting myself in the picture alone, and make sure that I'm painting my head too. You don't want to just leave your head out of the whole paint and stuff. So I'm just going to be making sure that this is coming out really clean and quite professional, so it just doesn't look somehow. So I'm still using the medium sized brush, and I'm going to be switching to a smaller size soon. Okay, so now that I've made a mistake, I'll show you how I erase the mistake. So you click on gray, and then you click on the brush, and it still gives you this medium sized brush. So you just paint your mistake gray again. That's just it. That's just basically what you have to do. You click on gray, then it helps you erase your mistakes. That's just what you're gonna do. So I'm just going to continue to paint with the colored version, painting myself to the normal color it's meant to be. And don't forget, when you make a mistake, just click on the gray, then erase whatever mistake you've made. So there's this arrow that you can see that is looking like it's functional. Once you click on that arrow, it takes you back to the previous thing you've done. Maybe you made a mistake and you try to erase it. Once you click on that arrow, it takes you back to what you've done before. I don't really know how to explain that, but I feel like you would understand what that kind of arrow looking that way, what it does. So now that I've also made mistakes in between my fingers, I'm just going to reduce the brush and click on gray to make sure that I can touch every corner that have mistakes. Notice there's this mirror stuff coming up on the screen of this video. This helps you to see the details of what you're painting, look at where your mistakes are. It helps you emphasize more on the picture. So that's what that mirror is for. It just makes the work easier for you. You can see the in-depth of what you're trying to paint using that particular mirror. So it's like you have two screens to edit and paint your picture. So that's just the basic usefulness of that mirror. So after this, I'm just going to make sure that every part of my body is well painted with the original color while my background remains gray. So after doing this, I'm just going to save to library, and you'll see the other pictures I've tried to use this ColourPop app to edit. Okay, so these are the other pictures I've used ColourPop to edit, and as you can see, they all have the gray background. But the thing about this app is that you have to use your data while you're editing. It wouldn't work without using your data. So the next app we're going to be using is the Facetune2 by Lightricks. This is where I make my background blurry. So you're just going to click on allow access to photos because you need to get your pictures. Then click on your recently edited picture from ColourPop. Sorry, mine is this far. I have like truckloads of videos after that picture. So once you do this, you just click on the screen and it automatically becomes this way. So part of the features of Facetune2 is the defocus feature. This is what helps my background look blurry and just give it that finishing touches. So I'm just going to increase the length, or should I call it I think length of the defocus feature. Then I'm just going to keep tapping on my background. All you just have to do is use your fingers to tap on the background of your picture and it automatically becomes blurry. That is just so straightforward and easy. So I'm just going to just tap on you. I don't think you can see me tapping, but if you notice, the background is beginning to get blurry, and you can decide to increase how blurry you want it to be, or if you want it to be less blurry. So you see these two arrows very close to where you can increase and decrease the focus feature. It helps you to go back to whatever mistake, or helps you undo whatever you've done before. If you want to undo something, just click on whichever of the arrows, depending on if you want to undo something you've done before or something you've done after. So that's just what the arrow in the defocus feature does. Then there's this eraser. This one highlighted in purple. It helps you to erase that blurry effect. Let's say, for example, you already painted yourself, you already made yourself blurry while you were trying to make your background blurry. You just have to click on that eraser and it erases. Just tap on the eraser and tap on where you want to remove the blur effect. So that's just what the eraser does. So just click back on the defocus, the one highlighted purple again, then continue to tap on your screen, on your background, till you're much more satisfied that you've gotten or achieved your blurry background. So if you notice, there's a huge difference in the picture before and after, which I'm going to be showing you soon. So after this, you just want to save the picture, which automatically saves to your gallery. And aside from the defocus feature, Facetune2 has other features, but I don't get to use them because most of the ones I want to try out, I have to pay for them. So the only one I use basically is the defocus app, but you can decide to use the contrast, the brightness and stuff that comes with the app, no problem. You can decide to do that. So now I'm going to just show you the before and the after of this particular picture. So this is what the after looks like. My background is already blurry and ColourPop has made my background gray, and then you would see that the after is way better than the before. I feel like it's more should I say classy than the before picture. So this is the before picture. If you notice, my background is the same color as my skin, same color as my body, but afterwards my background became gray and my body remained at its original color. So that's just what ColourPop does for you. So I'm going to take you to my Instagram for you to see what this particular thing, this particular grayish aesthetic looks like on my Instagram page. So as you can see, I've not been consistent. Some parts I have the grayish effect, some parts I just have normal pictures. So this is what that grayish effect does to my IG feed. So just make sure that only my color is popping. There's this center of attraction or highlight on my skin and my body alone, and then my background is just there being my background. I don't know if you understand this, but I know you can see what I'm doing right now. I know you can see everything I'm showing you. I didn't start to use the blurry effect until recently, so that is why you can see that some pictures do not have the blurry effect while some do. So this is just what my IG feed looks like with the ColourPop app. It might look stressful to you because you have to paint your pictures one by one, but trust me, it is really, really worth it. At least you guys ask questions on how I do it and how it becomes that way. So it means it's worth it. So I'm going to show you the proper before and after of these pictures, so you would have an idea of what it really looks like after I use ColourPop and Facetune. So this is the before of the picture, and this is the after of the picture. So as you can see, in the before, my background is clear, original, looks like my normal picture because that's my normal picture. But for the ColourPop, the after effect, you see that my background is gray while my body is getting the highlights, you know, being the original picture. So we've come to the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you would be trying this out, let me know in the comment section. And if you've not subscribed to my channel yet, please subscribe. Please subscribe and give this video a thumbs up, like, share, and make comments. Let me know if you'll be trying this out. And go follow me on Instagram if you've not followed me yet. So I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.